There, the waterfall. How come I hear it, Papa? I hear it and it sounds like in the spring. I see a salmon jump. I smell the snow where the wind is blowing off the peaks. And the tribe out there above the falls, listen, the way they yell each time they spear a fish. How come, Papa? What's making it come back?
All right, work time. Let's get going. On a long and lonesome highway, east of Omaha, you listen to the engines moaning out as one of those songs. You think about the woman, the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do. When you're riding 16 hours, there's nothing much to do, and you don't feel much like riding. You just wish the trip was through. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go, playing star again.
Mr. McMurphy!
Ma'am.
Would you step out here, please?
Boy, she must have had to go in a hurry.
Mr. McMurphy, that is an outrage.
No, ma'am. That is a latrine.
You are supposed to get those fixtures cleaned.
Well, ma'am, they may not be clean enough for some people, but me, I'm planning to piss in them, not eat lunch out of them.
Perhaps we'd find you another job.
Take over, buddy. You boys ready to pay off the IOUs?
You haven't won yet, Fred.
Oh, does the spearmint lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? When you chew it in the morning, will it be too hard to bite?
Visitor, Mr. McMurphy.
McMurphy!
Candy, baby!
Mr. McMurphy, please identify your visitor.
She's my goddamn mother. Buddies, this is Candy Star.
Hi, boys. How's every little thing? Hey, Pop, what they got you in here for?
Rave.
Honey, this is Billy Bibbit. And would you believe it? He's a virgin.
They locked you up for that.
Come over here and talk with me. So how's Sandy?
Tied up. I mean, like, really. Sandy got married.
Got what?
Can you believe that? Old Sandy married.
Wow. Who to?
Do you remember Artie from Beaverton? He used to show up at the parties with some weird thing like a gopher snake or a white rat. Some weird thing like that. Jesus, a real maniac.
Don't worry, baby. They're a lot crazier on the outside.
Damn McMurphy.
Mr. McMurphy.
Okay.
Are you alright, babe? I mean, are they treating you alright?
Oh, hell yes. The grub. Sensational. And the bed they give a man. Say, why not just go and show you?
Why not?
Mr. McMurphy.
Okay! Okay! Here. Here. You know what? I think she wants to watch. Hey, I got an idea. You talking about the old parties and all? Why, I bet I can fix it so we can throw one right here.
You kidding?
Maybe you can bring Sandy.
I told you, old Sandy got married.
Well, she still digs parties, right?
Well, sure, but how'd you get in? Bart,
Mr. McMurphy, I'm afraid you'll have to ask your visitor to leave.
Hey, I just got here.
That's okay. Later, baby. Say so long to the fellows.
Later, boys.
Nice kid. Comes from a good family.
You're not really gonna do it, are you?
Why not?
A party? Here?
That's the scam.
With your candy?
Cute trick, huh? Say, how'd you like to bump bellies with that?
Oh, boy.
My friend, for pure audacity, that proposition wins the endless Oscar.
I plan to fling the greatest broad that ever got flung in a loony bin.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a party!
We? Who in the hell said we?
We're not invited?
Nope.
Why?
Because I'm fed up with you dickheads. That's why. Know what's going on this very minute? Huh? The World Series. And you dickheads kept me from seeing it.
But Mac, we tried.
Well, sure, you and Scanlon. But all the rest, too damn scared to raise their hands.
I'm sorry, Mac, but if the matter hadn't already been closed.
Anything in the rules say you can't vote again?
No, I don't recall that there is.
Well then,
Gentlemen, haven't you got work to do?
sure. But right now, we got a special meeting of the Patients Council.
Called by whom?
Mr. Del Harmon, President.
That's right, Miss Ratchet.
For what purpose?
For
For the purpose of taking a revote on changing TV time to afternoon.
I see.
Okay, boys.
One moment. Do any of you feel, perhaps, that Mr. McMurphy is placing his own personal desires on you? I've been thinking. I was wondering if it would be better if he were placed on another ward.
You can't send them up to the stir for bringing up a revote.
That's right.
And you're certain one more vote would satisfy you?
I just want to see once and for all which of these birds has any guts and which hasn't.
Very well. For those of you who would like to change television time to afternoon, raise your hand.
Batter up!
One moment, Mr. McMurphy. The vote calls for a unanimous vote.
Unanimous? You mean you want the chief to vote?
All the patients present on the ward.
So that's how you work this democratic bull. Of all the crappy things I've
You
ever heard.
seem upset, Mr. McMurphy. I'll
Hold
have
on.
to make a note of that.
Hold on one lousy minute.
The meeting is closed.
Chief! 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 Get out of there, Chief. All right. We make or we break. We're men or we're monkeys. Get that hand up and vote.
Don't be ridiculous. The poor man can't even hear you.
Come on, Chief. Get that hand up and vote. Show him you can do it. Now!
Count is 3-2 with a tying run on second base. It's the bottom of the sixth. A hit and run situation. Here comes the windup and the pitch. It's
The meeting was closed.
Mac?
You gentlemen will get back to your duties. Did you hear me?
Don't move. Billy, sit down.
Did you hear me?
Oh boy! Look at that! It's a hit! Right up the middle!
Run, you mother-loving turkey! Run!
Look, 2 bases, 2. Look out, here comes the throw.
He over through second.
Oh, keep running for the love of God! Keep running!
Go!
Stop it!
Don't stop there!
Go! Rock the ball!
Oh, nursing! Would you mind getting us a red hot and a can of beer? Snap the ball! Come on. Use your elbow, will ya? Drive, you beauty mothers, drive! Roughly, how many times I gotta tell you, stand still. It ain't right for the basket to be chasing the ball.
Hey, George!
Martini. There's only 5 men on a team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So don't go hallucinating anymore.
You can't be playing basketball in here.
Why not? Oh, don't tell me. Against ward policy?
That's it, buddy.
Oh, shucks. Just when we got an alumni game coming up. Hiya, honey. Mind if I take a look at...
Stay away from me!
I swear I ain't gonna hurt you. I just wanna... Fuck them all!
Good game. Please take Mr. Ruffley down. We do have our little difficulties, don't we? But they'll be worked out. After all, we have weeks, months, if necessary, years.
You got her on the ropes.
She's groggy, Mac.
Yeah.
All you need is a knockout punch.
I wouldn't have believed this. Shut up, will you? What you mean by that? That year's bid.
Well, I guess maybe it's because you're committed.
Well, sure I'm committed. But my sentence only got 5 months to run, so... Come on, give me the bit. Why she act like she's holding aces?
Mac, it's not like a jail sentence. In jail, you got a date when you know you're going to be set free. But here, if you're committed,
You mean I'm stuck here till she wants to turn me loose? Hey, then I got as much to lose bugging that old buzzard as you do.
more. I'm voluntary.
You're which?
I'm not committed. As a matter of fact, there are many here on the ward who are.
Are you shitting me? Billy! You must be committed. Then why? Why? You're just a young kid. Why are you out running around in a convertible cruising for babes? All you guys, why the hell do you stay? You gripe, you bitch about how you can't stand this place and can't stand the big nurse. And yet here all this time you ain't committed? What's wrong with you guys? Ain't you got any guts?
Sure, that's it. We haven't got any guts. I can get out this afternoon if oh, you think I wouldn't like a convertible and a girlfriend? Do you think we're not tough like you? I'm not tough, and neither is Cheswick, and neither is Hardy. So we don't get made fun of. You talk, you're so tough. Just, oh, what's the use?
Okay. Why didn't you tell me?
What?
That she can keep me here till my dying day.
Well, I guess it didn't occur to us.
That's a lot of crap. Oh, now I get it. Now I get why you guys keep coming at me like I'm Jesus Q Christ. It's because I got everything to lose and you. Oh boy. You bastards conned me. How do you like that? Conned by a bunch of wackos. But Mac, to hell with that. And to hell with you. I got plenty of words of my own without getting hooked up on yours. So just quit bugging me. All of you, quit bugging me.
Mr. McMurphy, what are you planning on doing with that?
Plan to use it, ma'am. Plan to scrub them toilets so clean, we're gonna have to wear dark sunglasses every time we go to take a pee.
Mr. Harding,
Yes, Miss Ratchet.
have you gentlemen been reasoning with Mr. McMurphy?
Yes, Miss Ratchet.
Just what did you say?
We explained the therapeutic community.
I see. That's fine, boys.
You all right, Chief? Seen you get up and figured maybe you come out here to scrape off some of that 1,000-year-old gun. They took away my canteen privileges, so this is all I got.
Thank you.
That's okay. Wait a minute. Try it again. You're a little rusty.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Chief. But what I was laughing at is, why, I think I just caught wise to what you've been doing all these years. Biding your time till you could tell them off?
No. No, I'd be afraid.
How's that?
I'm not big enough.
Oh boy, you are crazy, aren't you? I've been on a few reservations in my life, but damn, you are the biggest damn engine I have ever seen.
My papa was bigger.
Yeah?
He was a full chief. His name was T.R. Milituna. That means the pine that stands tallest on the mountain. But my mother got twice his size.
You must have had a real moose of an old lady.
Oh, she wasn't big that way. She wasn't Indian either. She was a town woman. Her name was Bromden.
Oh. Yeah, I think I see where you're getting at. When a town woman marries an Indian, that's marrying beneath her, right? Ain't it? And your papa had to take her name?
She said she wouldn't be married to no man with a name like T.R. Milituna. But it wasn't only her who made him little. Everybody worked on him. The way they're working on you.
They who?
The Combine. It wanted us to go live someplace else. It wanted to take away our waterfall. In town, they beat up Papa in the alleys and cut off his hair. Oh, the Combine's big, big. He fought a long time until my mother made him too little to fight anymore. Then he signed the papers.
What papers, Chief?
The ones that gave everything to the government. The village. Falls.
Oh, yeah, I remember. But I heard that the tribe got paid some huge amount.
That's what the government guy said. Here's a whole big pot of money. And Papa said, what can you pay for the way that a man lives? What can you pay for his right to be an Indian? He didn't understand. Neither did the tribe. They stood in front of our door holding those checks asking, what should we do now? And Papa couldn't tell them because he was too little and he was too drunk.
What happened to him?
He kept drinking till he died. They found him in an alley. They threw dirt in his eyes. The Combine whipped him. It beats everybody.
Now wait a minute.
Yes, yes it does. They get a hold of you and they install things.
Take her easy, buddy.
And if you fight back, they lock you up someplace and make you stop them.
Cool it.
I've been talking crazy.
Well, yeah.
It don't make no sense.
Well, as to that.
Here?
The hunt is flying south. It's going to be an early one, Chief. Look, there they go. Right across the moon.
Briar, River Rock.
Huh?
It's an old children's rhyme. My grandmama taught it to me.
Oh, Lord, yeah. How could I forget? You play it with your fingers, right? Here, hold out your hands. Wire, briar, limber, lock.
3 geese in a flock.
One flew east,
One flew west.
and one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
O-U-T spells out.
Goose swoops down and plucks you out.
McMurphy, are you going to crawfish? Are you going to back down?
What's the difference?
Are you?
Hey, remember when I tried to lift that thing? Well, I bet you could.
I'm too little.
Why don't you just give it a try?
I'm not big enough.
Well, that'd be one sure way to find out. Well, when you're ready, let me make book on it. Hoo boy, would that be a killing?
McMurphy, make me big again.
Why, hell, Chief. Looks like you've grown half a foot already.
How can I be big if you ain't? How can anybody?
Council meeting. Patience, council meeting.
Air to ground, air to ground. Enemy planes at 3 o'clock. Enemy sighted at 3 o'clock.
Get up, Martini. There's no one there.
But don't you see them? They're right there. They're right there.
There's no one there, I tell you. Now stop it.
But
There's no one there, Martini.
I thought I seen them.
Take it easy. Now let me tell you.
Boys, I've given a great deal of thought to what I'm about to say. I've talked it over with the staff, and we all came to the same conclusion that there should be some form of punishment for the unspeakable behavior of yesterday. Now, most of you are here because you could not adjust to the outside world. You broke the rule of society at some time. In your childhood, perhaps. You were allowed to get away with that. But when you broke a rule, you knew it. You wanted to be punished. Needed it. But that punishment did not come. That leniency on the part of your parents may have been the germ for your present illness. I remind you of this, hoping you will understand that it is entirely for your own good that we enforce discipline. Are there any comments? Then I assume you understand me and agree. You also understand that it is difficult to enforce discipline in these surroundings. After all, What can we do to you? You can't be arrested. You can't be sent to an institution. You're already there. All we can do is take away privileges. And so, after carefully considering, we decided to take away certain privileges which allowed, encouraged, the behavior of yesterday. First, for 30 days, there will be no viewing of the television. Second, card playing during recreational hours is hereby rescinded.
Excuse me.
Is that all?
Not quite. There is one more matter. The behavior of a certain patient who has been here almost as long as I, longer, I believe, than any of you. You know, of course, to whom I refer. Mr. Bromden long ago was diagnosed as catatonic, and for that reason, since it was assumed we could not communicate, we gave him up. We forgot poor Mr. Bromden. That was wrong of us. Mr. Bromden acted wrongly too. Please don't misunderstand. We are happy to know that he can be reached, but disappointed to know that he would conceal it from us, thereby refusing to cooperate in his own cure. And if Mr. Bromden can hear, isn't it logical to assume that he can also speak? I think he should speak to us, don't you? His first contribution to group therapy. And how appropriate if those first words were an apology.
Mac,
An apology for the behavior that caused yesterday's rebellion.
McMurphy.
Mr. McMurphy!
Man, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Leave him alone.
Mr. McMurphy, I'm warning you!
Get up. Get up and fight me, man. No. Get the hell out. Get up.
Jesus, that look on Warren's face when he threw the old bear hug on him. Oh, come on, Chief, you gotta laugh. Especially when things ain't funny. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's the way to keep yourself in balance. Hey, you know something? You're getting bigger already. Look at that foot. The size of a flat car. You keep growing that way and pretty soon they're gonna have to spring you. Then there'll be Big Chief Bromden cruising down the boulevard. Men, women, and kids just rocking back on their heels just to peer up on them. Oh, well, well, well. What giant's this here? Taking 10 feet at a step and ducking telephone wires. Come stomping through town. Stops long enough only for virgins. The rest of you twitches, don't even bother lining up.
What's so amusing?
Well, I ain't sure you get the point, ma'am.
Don't you boys feel sorry for what you did yesterday?
I don't suppose I do, ma'am. So whatever you're planning on doing, just get on with it.
We've had a meeting, Randall. The staff and I agreed it would be beneficial if you were to receive shock therapy. But we won't. Provided you are prepared to admit your mistakes.
You got a paper I can sign?
Paper?
Yeah. That way maybe you can add a few things. Like how I'm part of a plot to overthrow the government. And how I think life on your ward is the sweetest fucking thing this side of Hawaii.
Randall, we are trying to help you.
Do I get my pants slit? Are you gonna shave my head? Don't be scared, Chief. I'll go first. If they can't hurt me, they can't hurt you. Oh. Am I gonna be flopping around? What's that?
Conductive.
Oh, anointest my head with conductant. Do I get a crown of thorns?
Papa! Papa!
Don't holler, Chief. Or if you gotta holler, make it guts ball.
Guts ball!
Atta, engine.
Guts ball!
Oh,
Guts ball!
boy. I do get a crown of thorns. Wire, briar, limberlock, 3 geese in a flock. One from east and one from west. Clear.
May I, Doctor? Gentlemen, we have just come from the Treasurer's office, and I have here a memorandum of extreme interest concerning patient McMurphy. Would anyone like to know where he's at?
Where you got him? Not been disturbed?
No, Mr. Scanlon, he's in the recovery room, but we'll be back very shortly. This gentleman is a record of Mr. McMurphy's gains in his short time he has been croupier of his little Monte Carlo here on the ward. How much did you lose? Billy? Mr. Harding? I'm sure you all have some idea of what your personal losses are. But do you know what Mr. McMurphy's winnings come to? According to deposits he has made, over $300. I just thought it would be better if there were no delusions about his motives.
Miss Ratchet, he never made any pretense about his motives.
That's right. Said he was out to take us, and by God, he done it.
Oh, man.
Stand back, you peckerheads! Here comes the champ, old McMurphy, the 10,000-watt psychopath. Howdy, buddies. Howdy, Doc. Miss Rat shit. And here, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of your very eyes, the wild man who dotes on high voltage and eats 3 eggs for breakfast each and every morning.
Mr. McMurphy, we are in the middle of a meeting.
Oh, do continue. Who are we tearing up today?
Since you found it so enjoyable, perhaps a few more treatments.
Oh, please, ma'am. Look at the good a few measly volts have done. Why, I bet if we double the charge, I can pick up channel 8.
Doctor!
Miss Ratchet?
I would like to withdraw the suggestion as to further shock.
Oh?
Yes, I think it'd be better to consider surgical procedures.
Ma'am?
An operation. We've had an excellent record in aggressive cases.
Aggressive? Why, ma'am, I'm as friendly as a pup. There's no cause to go and do any cutting.
Randall, there's no cutting involved. We simply...
Besides, and when they do you no good to lop them off, I got another pair at home. Big-ass baseballs!
One moment, Doctor. I should like to return to the subject.
What subject?
The suggestion as to further treatment for patient McMurphy.
Not recommended except in cases of uncontrollable violence.
He has exhibited violence.
Shall we say, not with a certain provocation? No, Miss Ratchet. Since you brought the matter up in group rather than staff, I shall state my opinion. I do not approve surgical procedure in the absence of recurrent violence.
And if it should recur,
Then we may reconsider. Mr. McMurphy, how would you keep that in mind?
behave yourself, boys.
Do change your mind about those treatments, ma'am. I just adore your little battery charger.
What was that stuff about surgical procedure?
I guess she meant lobotomy.
What's that?
You might kind of call it a castration of the brain.
Okay. What does it do to you?
They say he used to be a real rough character.
Jesus.
Hey, Matt, we've been talking, the boys and I. We think you ought to get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's right. Say, we figured out a way. Soon it gets dark tonight. We set my fire to mattress. We set my mattress on fire, and then we make a holler, and when the firemen get here, they're gonna leave the doors open. Aren't they? And then we rush you out.
Boys, it's as good as a TV show. But if I went, I'd miss the party.
Party?
You forgotten?
Holy cow!
You wouldn't want me to miss Billy cashing in his virginity, huh?
But Mac...
Oh, don't worry, boys. Besides, them windows will be open tonight. And I can just sashay right on out of here. We call it a going away party, huh?
Summertime, gentlemen.
Get moving. Billy, you take your vitamins? Because I'm warning you, that candy girl...
Oh, Mac.
Oh, no, don't go bashful on me. Why, I'm betting you burn that woman down.
That's right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn her down.
Hey, you got any bread?
How much?
About $50.
50? What for?
Well, Candy's laying out for liquor. And there's old Turkle to take care of. And... Billy, why are you looking down your nose like that?
Something Miss Ratchet said.
What'd she say?
About how you're always coming out ahead. Always winning things.
Winning.
Ooh, boy.
Winning.
I thought you was a snake.
She showed up yet?
She who?
Candy!
I don't know nothing about no candy.
Max said he made a deal with you.
I don't have the slightest inclination of what you're talking about.
Don't go away.
I ain't gonna go nowhere.
Turkey, old boy, what's the beef?
Ain't no beef.
So?
Ain't no money exchange hands neither.
There you are. Begged, borrowed, and stole.
You know when they find out about this? They'll fire my ass.
Oh, she's bringing liquor, Turkey.
Yeah?
Bottle of scotch and one of vodka. Which do you want?
Well, I sort of like them both.
Hey, what are we supposed to drink?
Well, you're not supposed to be drinking at all.
Any sign?
Mary sign.
I'm stupid. How are they gonna find the right window in the dark? Turn on the lights.
That's dangerous. Miss Ratchet, see the water lit
Oh,
up?
come on, Turkey. She's asleep.
That shit poke never sleep.
Say, where's the party?
In there!
Oh, boy!
Give me the window key.
You know I ain't supposed to be taking these off.
Ah, come on, give me the keys.
That better be some damn good liquor.
Open the window, huh?
She walks in beauty.
Well, let her in. Let this mad stud at her.
Look, McMurphy,
Oh, don't you McMurphy me, Billy boy. It's too late to back out now.
McMurphy? Hey, what the hell?
Oh, that's okay, baby. Hey, what happened to this one?
We got the rest of it. Right here.
We?
Oh, Lordy, I forgot Sandy.
Sandy! What'd you do with your husband?
That creep?
She up and left and made that ooh.
Listen, you can only take so many funsies, like ants down your panties and frogs down your bra. Jesus, what a creep.
Hello, Belly.
Hello,
Never mind.
Ouch!
You okay?
Somebody pinched my ass.
I gotta find something for us to drink. Cheswick, give me something to mix this in. Give me the keys.
Woo-wee, candy girl. Is this for real? I mean, are we in an asylum? Tell me the truth. Are you really nuts?
Absolutely, madam. We are psychoceramics, the cracked pots of humanity. Would you like me to decipher a Rorschach?
Cocktail shaker!
Medication. All patients, medication.
Artificial coloring, citric acid, 60% inert materials.
22% alcohol.
10% codeine. Warning, maybe habit forming.
Nothing like a good bad habit.
Tincture of Nux vomica.
That'll give it body.
Here's some cups. There's some cups. I got cups. I got plenty cups.
Taste test.
Just a little bit.
Jeez, what a blast. Is this really happening?
No, madam. The whole thing. It's a collaboration between Franz Kafka and Mark Twain.
Bars open!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy,
Yeah, you thirsty?
oh boy, oh boy.
Interesting.
It tastes like cough medicine.
Excuse me. I got a sinkhole.
You know, this gives one the feeling of
No more rabbits?
old friend, you have taught me that mental illness can have the aspect of power. But perhaps the more insane a man is, the more powerful he can become.
Yes.
Sure, Hitler.
Fuck them all!
Away, lady.
Hey. How about the seclusion?
Oh, the place is one big mattress.
One moment. Shall we send them off without benefit of ceremony? Come, children. Here, before me. Mac, did you bring broccoli? We need a centerpiece. Dearly beloved, we are gathered in the sight of Freud to celebrate the end of innocence and to cheer on its demise. Who stands sponsor for the Benedict?
R.P. McMurphy.
And for the bride?
Me.
Very well then. Do you, Candy Star, take this man to love and cherish for such brief time as rules and regulations may allow?
I do.
Do you, Billy Bibbit, take this woman to have and hold until the night shift changes and our revels end?
I did.
He does.
Most merciful God, please accept these two into your kingdom with your well-known compassion and keep the door ajar for the rest of us. For this may be our final fling, and we are doomed henceforth to the terrible burden of sanity. As sure as the dawn comes, we will most assuredly be lined up against the wall and fired upon with bullets of Paxil and Prozac and Thorazine. Go, children, sin as ye may, for tomorrow we shall be tranquilized.
Here, here.
Dun, dun, dun,
Mr. Ruckley, you did a fine job. Sandy.
You know, Mac, we sure are gonna miss you.
So why don't you come along?
Oh, I'll be going soon. Gotta do it my own way. Sign the papers. Call my wife and say, pick me up at a certain time. You understand?
Sure, but what is it with you guys?
You mean, what brought us here in the first place? I don't know. A lot of theories. But I do know what makes people like you, strong people, crazy.
Okay, what?
People like us.
Bull.
Oh yes, my friend.
Hey, what's happening to the party? Drink up, you mother-loving loonies, drink up. This is Big Mac Tendon Bar, and when he pours, let no man's cock go empty. We're gonna get drunk all night. Chief, was that you?
Oh, I guess so.
What are you doing? Declaring war?
Oh, my tribe never made war on nobody.
That's a sorry damn tribe.
Oh, maybe we should have.
We got room for one more.
Quiet! Shut up, everybody! What's that? Did I see?
Well, I asked her to stay.
Oh, God. She went to get help. Mac, you gotta get out of here.
Okay. As soon as I say goodbye to my buddies.
In a hurry.
I don't know about him, but I'm not about to drag ass. Best damn buddies I ever had.
Don't stay, Mac. Sandy.
Are you coming back?
You gonna be all right, Chief? Because if you ain't, I'm gonna have to come busting back into this place.
Mac,
And I'm gonna write about it.
it's time to go.
Okay, all right.
Stand still! Everyone, remain right where you are. Williams, room check. Warren, get this place in order. So, we've had a little party. Thrown, no doubt, by Mr. McMurphy. I wonder, was there some sort of profit in it?
Oh, very smart, lady. Trying to bug me till I blow. Well, you can shut it, because I'm hip.
Where were they?
In the seclusion room on the floor.
Oh, William. Bennett. I'm so ashamed.
I'm not.
Oh, Billy, a woman like this?
Like what?
A low, cheap, painted...
She is not. She's good and sweet and...
Look at her!
You leave her alone.
Oh, Billy, have you thought how your poor mother is going to handle this? She's always been so proud of your decency. You know what this is going to do to her. You know,
No,
don't
Miss
you?
Ratchet, you don't need to...
Don't need to tell her?
No.
How could I not?
Miss Ratchet, don't tell my mother.
I have to tell her, Billy. I have to tell her that you were found on the seclusion room floor with this prostitute. That you and she were...
No, she made me do it.
I can't believe she pulled you in there forcibly.
It was the others. They made made fun of me.
Who, Billy?
They teased me. They called me names.
Who, Billy?
McMurphy. It was McMurphy.
Billy.
No one's going to hurt you, Billy. I want you to go to the doctor's office. Wait for him there. You'll be needing attention.
Miss Ratchet, you're not gonna tell my mother, are you?
It'll be all right, Billy. Everything will be all right.
McMurphy!
And you, miss, if you're not out of here within 10 seconds, I will have you jailed as a common prostitute.
Are you coming back?
Aren't you? There's no reason for you to stay. You've already plundered these poor people of everything they had. So run, Mr. McMurphy. Get out while the getting's good. Save your own skin, Mr. McMurphy. There's no more profit to be made out of these helpless, mentally ill...
Nurse Ratchet! Oh my God, Nurse Ratchet!
Man, nobody's blaming you.
Yeah, Mac. Nobody's blaming you.
He cut his throat. He went into the doctor's desk, found an instrument, and he cut his throat. That poor boy has killed himself. He's in there now, in the doctor's chair, with his throat cut. Are you satisfied, Mr. McMurphy? Playing with human lives? Gambling with human lives as though you were God? Are you God, Mr. McMurphy? Somehow, I don't think you are God.
No, Mac, it's what you want.
Don't you think I know it?
Come on, Mr. McMurphy. Mr. Big, strong, masculine.
Papa, they got to me again. They got the wires on me and they're giving orders. Go right, go left, do this, do that. Sign the papers 20 times and don't step on the grass. Where can I run? How can I get away? Papa, there's no place to hide no more. No place to hide.
Hey, you suckers. Come on. Game's 21. You hit or you sit. What do you do, Scammon?
I wasn't paying any mind.
Well, pay some mind.
Gosh, if we only knew where they got him, what they're doing. Been damn near a week now. You know what some guy in the dining room told me? He said McMurphy knocked out 2 aides, took their keys, and escaped.
That sounds like Mac.
What ward was your informant from?
Disturbed.
Somebody told me they caught him and sent him back to the work farm.
Who?
Well, somebody.
Yeah, and a loony in occupational therapy told me that they had seen McMurphy and that he had sprouted wings and was last seen overhead circling, defecating on the hospital.
Honest?
Ah.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Miss Ratchet, what we all want to know
Is McMurphy coming back? We think we have a right.
I agree, Mr. Hunt. Mr. McMurphy will be back. Don't you believe me?
Lady, we think you're full of bull.
I assure you, Mr. McMurphy will be back. But I think it's time you gentlemen were in bed. Bring him in. That's fine, boys. That's just fine.
What's it say?
Randall P. McMurphy, post-operative prefrontal lobotomy.
So they done it.
That ain't McMurphy.
No?
Some dummy they rigged up.
You think so?
Factory made.
I bet he's right.
They done a pretty fair job, though. See? Even the busted nose.
They can do noses.
Look, its eyes is open.
All smoked up.
Nobody's home.
Ooh, how stupid does that old bitch think we are?
Gee, I wish McMurphy would come back.
Hey, do you remember the time that McMurphy pinched Miss Ratchet on the ass? Said he was just trying to stay in touch?
The things he'd write in the logbook. Madam, do you wear a B cup, a C cup, or any old cup at all?
You remember the time that little nurse?
The one that wears the cross.
She dropped a pill down her dress. McMurphy tried to get
Chief? Chief! Let go! Let go! I still got the key. Chief, I gotta get out of here. Do you hear me? Chief, come on. If you're gone, they can't prove anything. Anybody can die post-operative. It happens all the time. And we won't tell. But the big nurse, she'll look at you, she'll ask questions, and you'll talk.
What should I do?
Beat it.
Out there?
Flag a ride on the highway. Head north. Canada. We'll say he was alive after you busted out.
I'm afraid.
Chief.
I can't do it. I'm not big enough.
You're as big as you're gonna get.
No. No, McMurphy said.
Chief,
he says,
what are you doing?
McMurphy said that I give you.
Don't come down with an army.
I got it, Mark.
Yeah, you did it, Chief. Let's go. Hey, you know, you're gonna make it out there.
Yeah, I've been away a long time.